Hey guys, so I did not want to make this video. I was set to shoot today, obviously, to do a whole bunch of brand new videos for you guys. I couldn't sleep last night, and the reason I couldn't sleep was a combination of my allergies are kicking back up again, and I came across something that is currently trending on the internet, and if you haven't heard about it, you're probably going to, and I wanted to give my 2 cents. I was extremely conflicted about whether or not I should make this video, especially since I had a really positive encounter with a fan yesterday, actually, which I wanted to talk about, which was just so touching and meaningful, and it's the whole reason why I do my YouTubes. But I came across a story. I'm conflicted because this is the paradox that is being a YouTuber right now, which is you either go in for the right reasons and you stick to that, or you go in for the reasons that everybody else is doing and you stick to that. I think the ability to mix the two is very difficult, because if you're monitoring, monetizing your videos, it's incredibly difficult to be authentic. I don't care who you are, I don't care what you say. If a YouTuber is monetizing their videos, it's incredibly, incredibly difficult to decipher what is genuine and real. It's hard to decipher that on the internet as is, but this makes it even more difficult. I wanted to make this video because I thought that there was something new that I could offer. I don't think it's going to be a popular opinion, but then again, I have never gone with what was popular. That's sort of my thing. I just had to say something, and I was discussing this with my husband this morning, and I said, I don't want to make these videos unless I feel that there's something new I can add. Meaning, if I see there's these videos that go viral or they're trending, I don't jump in with the rest of the salmon and swim upstream because it's what's popular, and I'm a smaller YouTuber. I don't want to do that. I never wanted to do that, and the fan that I met last night actually completely validated that. Because she told me that she watches my videos every night before she goes to sleep, but that's an entirely separate video. I want to talk about Katelyn Nicole Davis. It's either Katelyn Nicole Davis or Katelyn Nicole Davis. She is a girl, a 12-year-old girl in Georgia who live streamed her own suicide online. In a shocking clip that continues to spread across the internet, on December 30th, Katelyn Nicole Davis began streaming her death after telling the world she had been sexually abused by a male member of the family. A blog posting said this relative was her stepfather. Davis lived and went to school in Cedartown, Georgia, about 70 miles west of Atlanta. After authorities became aware of the video on the night of Davis's death, she was found hanging from a tree in front of her home. The 12-year-old was rushed to Polk Medical Center, where she was pronounced dead. Katelyn Davis would have turned 13 in February. So like I said, I'm not going to capitalize on this like every other YouTuber is going to. People are going as far as, not surprising because this is the way of the internet these days. They're posting the suicide video. They're posting the video of her hanging from a tree. They are posting all of her live streams that she did, which apparently she was a big fan of live streaming her life, her home life, which seemed incredibly chaotic. And as cliche as this seems, before I give you my opinion on this whole issue, I will say, if you or anybody you know is depressed or considering suicide, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. Again, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. The video ends with Davis hanging from a tree in front of her home. The entire clip is 42 minutes long. It was posted under her username, It's Dolly. First 21 minutes shows Davis setting up her suicide and talking about her life. She tells the world goodbye. She then proceeds to hang herself by removing the bucket she had been standing on. Less than 10 minutes later, voices can be heard calling out to Davis. I'm briefly going to read, the actual news, and I'm going to give you my opinion on this whole thing. Polk County Police Chief Kenny Todd asked the public to stop sharing the video online. Speaking to Fox Atlanta, Dodd said, "We want it down as much as anyone for the family, and it may be harmful to our kids. We contacted some of the sites. They asked if they had to take it down, and by law they don't. But it's just a common, decent thing to do, in my opinion." Chief Dodd also said that it was a cop from California who happened to see the streaming who first contacted Polk County authorities. The chief added that his department has been fielding calls from as far away as the United Kingdom regarding the removal of the video. Initial reports that the video was streamed on Facebook Live were incorrect. The streaming service used was live.me. Mashable describes this app as a mobile app for live streaming, popular among teens. All right, so this is my opinion on the matter. Obviously incredibly sad. For whatever reason, she did not feel that she was getting enough care or love or attention. Yes, attention. So she killed herself. The video is out there. There is no way in hell I am adding that to my video, nor will I be supplying a link where you can watch the video. And the reason for that is, you know how it goes. There's no mystery when someone kills himself. They kill themselves. There's no mystery in seeing what this girl does. She is dangling from a tree. I spent a lot of hours last night watching her videos. I downloaded a whole bunch of those testimonial, of her live streaming videos. Because the only way I could make an accurate, opinion is if I actually, if I actually took the time to watch everything that she put out there. And this is my thing, guys. These suicides have been happening. They happen every day all over the world. We have more cameras now, and when kids have cameras, they have more access to reaching other people. She didn't have to die. Not only did she not have to die, she didn't have to feel that there was absolutely no way out. There are more and more teens who are committing suicide and proving it or sharing it on social media, live streaming it, because for whatever reason, they are not getting the love and attention and the care in their real life. So they are turning, like most of us do, to social media, where they feel that at least if the people in my real life don't care about me in the way I want them to, then if I live stream this online, people all over the world, no matter where they are, no matter what their motives, will be watching my death, will be watching me hanging from a tree, and then that'll show them what they pushed me to do. This is a really unpopular opinion on what happened with her, and it's not a beat around the bush type of opinion, but you guys know that that's not really my style. The issue with her lies with the issue that I encountered when I used to teach, which is people are not parents anymore. People are not parenting their children. People are giving their kids a cell phone, they're giving them the iPad, and they're saying, go have a good time. That doesn't mean some kids do. The kid is in their room watching, whatever the latest cartoon is. They're watching makeup tutorials. No, they're engaging with people all over the world of different ages, and they are getting validation. They are getting talked to in sexual manners. They are getting approached. They are getting offered things. There was one video I watched with her where she even mentioned really lightly, I think somebody who was watching her live stream, probably some disgusting 40-year-old man in a basement somewhere, said, show your feet. And she said, no, I don't do that kind of thing. The fact that a 13-year-old girl would automatically understand that there is such a thing as a foot fetish, or that people can get paid on the internet for showing their body, is horrifying. It's horrifying. It is not anything surprising or new, but, this younger generation, I really, really, really fear for. The fact that a 13-year-old girl knew what it meant if people watch her on a live stream and offer her money to take off her clothes or show parts of her body is disgusting. She spends most of her videos putting on makeup, yelling at I guess they're her siblings. She obviously has a shit mother. There's no way around that. Again, I can't say anything. Everybody has their side to the story. But you gotta think, what the hell was going on in this girl's mind? So bad, so black, so hard, that she felt she had no way out but to walk up to a tree, place a bucket underneath her feet, tie a noose around her neck, write a suicide note and a goodbye letter. 12 years old. Kick the bucket, and not only that, broadcast it on Facebook, sorry, or whatever this live stream thing was. The thing that gets me the most is the fact that apparently she had been broadcasting that the night that she killed herself for 2 hours. For 2 hours, people were watching this girl who obviously was in a dark place, and they did nothing. There are gamers and there are Twitch live streamers. People call the police on them as a joke. It's called like swatting or something like that. How are people watching this girl for 2 hours and nobody called the cops? I don't care. I don't care if you're that guy in the basement. If you saw this happening, you should have called the cops. All the people who were watching that last live feed have blood on their hands. In my opinion, with these things, it does come down to the person involved. If anybody pushes you that far, this is, you know what, I'm not even going to point fingers, because kids have been committing suicide because of bullying and the internet and live streaming it for a while now, and everybody seems to say the same thing. Everybody immediately looks to, who are we going to blame? Whose fault is this? That's great, but that doesn't resolve the problem. That doesn't move us forward with better solutions to try to bring these numbers down. What every other single YouTuber out there is doing, and this is a message, by the way, to anybody right now. I don't care if you're a small YouTuber, a big YouTuber, anybody who is sharing and posting this girl's suicide video, the one where she's hanging from the tree, shame on you. And that's disgusting. And no matter how you choose to dignify your actions, the world should see this. This is education. Fuck you and fuck what you're doing. That's disgusting. Draw the fucking line in the sand somewhere. Have some decency. YouTube is YouTube because of its availability to everyone. When you put yourself in front of a camera, whether you like it or not, there is probably someone out there, vulnerable, lost, like apparently this girl was, identifying with you, finding inspiration in you, finding hope in you. And when you post this shit up for educational reasons, or whatever reason you're doing it for, my opinion, any YouTuber right now who is posting videos of this girl hanging herself is 100% selfish, and don't let them tell you otherwise. There is no reason to post this video right now. I don't give a fuck what you say. To educate people, to get the word out. No. It's your channel. You're doing it because you have some sort of interest in it, which is fine. You're posting it up there because you think other people will be interested in what you just watched. False. Take some sort of responsibility for what you're doing. I want to put this message out to any teens that may be watching my channel right now, or anybody who is in such a dark, black place right now. If you happen upon this video of this girl, if you're feeling suicidal, whatever it is, I started this video off saying I had an amazing fan encounter with someone yesterday that almost didn't happen because apparently I was buzzing around a Panera Bread here really quick. But if you're feeling depressed and you're watching this right now, I want you to know that all of those likes that you are seeking in the social media world are not real. The people that have all of those likes in the social media world are not real. None of that is what you want. None of that is what you should aspire to be or achieve in order to make yourself feel valuable in this world. You will be loved. If one person loves you in this world and cares about you, stick the fuck around. This world is filled with so many amazing things. And you need to understand, especially if you're young and you watch me, You are going to grow up and experience so many things. You're going to go on so many adventures. You're going to see the world. You're going to make so many stupid mistakes. You're going to laugh until you toot, which I do a lot. That's the only time I toot that I will admit. Do not take social media so seriously. Do not make it the only thing you have to define yourself or to make yourself feel worthy in this world. Do not use that as the measuring tape, so to speak, for your value. Your value is not reliant upon social media. If you grew up in a house, or if you're in a house right now and your parents just don't get you, your parents just won't listen to you, nobody listens to you, you feel like you're an outcast, you feel like this is just never going to end, that you have responsibilities as a 12-year-old that people in my generation didn't have because of social media, and there's so much pressure from your friends at school to do this and be this and get as many likes as they do and get as many subscribers. It's all bullshit. And those people, let me tell you, those people that have those numbers are no less happy and are no less valuable, are no more valuable than you are. You are not valued based upon your social media presence. Social media is cool. There's awesome things about it. I have utilized it as a tool to inspire people, to share my life, to do things like that. But I do not and will not ever allow it to become an end-all and be-all. It's not worth it. It's not the answer. You are not missing out. Those people that have 1 million likes on Facebook and you have 2 people or 2 likes, those people's lives are just as fucked up as yours. I assure you. And if you think it's not, or you think it's better, or you're envious, or you're jealous, or you think that they have something because they're more popular on the internet, it's not true. If the grass looks greener on the other side, that means it's fertilized with bullshit. You need to learn to love yourself right now. The sooner the better. So right now, after you watch this video, would be a good idea. Learn to love yourself right now, minus anything you do on social media. Do not seek validation or approval from social media. You can use it to have fun, to enhance certain things in your life, but do not feel you are worthless. Do not feel you are worthless. Do not feel that this is going to be as good as it gets, especially at age 12, 13. You guys, I still have no idea how I got through those years. I was once your age. Again, I'm trying to direct this message to the young girls or the young guys that are watching this. I went through those years. It's horrible. But you know what? It's funny as hell looking back. And if I had to tell young Jamie Lee Fischer when I was 11 or 12 or, this girl's age, I would say there's nothing in life too complex or too difficult that you can't find some humor in it. You have to find humor in it. If there's people that are making fun of you or bullying you, laugh at them and consider the source, because their lives are so miserable. But don't for 1 second let anybody make you feel less worthy because of social media. If you have problems at home, get help from professionals. They know what they're doing. Trust me. I was like, I am not going to talk to a therapist. Those people are, no, I'm not going to talk to a therapist. That's pathetic. It's dumb. Just don't cancel anything out. Be open to every single option. Never, ever, ever go into a forest with a noose and a rope and your computer and think that anything is going to be solved by killing yourself. I don't care what's going on in your life. If it gets to that bad a point that you're looking at that tree and that rope and thinking, this is all I have left, you contact me in some way. I'm all over social media. You contact me in some way. My Facebook page, whatever it is. I'm sure my phone number's out there somewhere. You contact me and I will make certain that that does not happen. Okay? Call the suicide hotlines. That's what they're there for. You might be surprised. There's some really amazing people that work at those things. You are here for a reason. Do not allow the opinions of others to be your compass in life. It fails all the time. If you're a young kid, be young. Enjoy your life. Have fun. Be a child. Be silly. There will be plenty of time for you to be an adult. I assure you. I'm 35 and I'm still not really into the whole adult thing. But there'll be plenty of time for you to be an adult and deal with all the things like love and boys and all this stuff. Do not kill yourself. What seems like a black pit of tar today, in a couple years could be a really awesome book or a really awesome YouTube video. A lot of YouTubers like me are people who had to go through shitty experiences growing up and have tons of ideas for really cool and creative storytime videos. And by that time, you're probably going to have the ability to make all kinds of videos and people will identify with you and you'll be inspired and you could say, you know, I remember there was this one day where I was thinking so hard that I was just worthless and I was going to kill myself. And I'm so glad I didn't, and that I'm still here today, because if I did that, I would never have been able to do the things I've done, see the things I've seen, see the puppy wearing the hooded sweatshirt, or we saw a bulldog with a hoodie the other day. You guys, these stories are going to keep happening with these young teens committing suicide, broadcasting it on social media. There's nothing really you can do. You're not in their homes. Their parents are shitty. There are shitty parents that should not even have children. I believe there is some sort of like a test or some sort of a vetting process. If any person wants to have a child and bring them into this world, must achieve 100% on before they bring children into this world for all the wrong reasons. You can point fingers until the cows come home. Nothing is going to stop this. The only thing that can maybe make a dent is if you offer another option. And that's what I wanted to do. I hope I did that with this video. I hope if you're watching this and you're somehow identifying with that girl that is swinging from a tree, that you watch this and if anything, you think about all the stuff she's going to miss out on. You know, I always love flying in airplanes, and my husband and I actually, we're going to Vegas for the first time ever. I've never been to Vegas. Do you believe it? We're going September for the first time ever, and my husband said to me, he said, Jamie, you believe this is the first time we're going to be on a plane together? And I was like, oh yeah. Whenever I'm on a plane, I love it because you fly high up and you look down and you look at our world and you see, like, you know, the little spaces where the states are and everything, and little spaces where rivers are, and you go, man, all the stuff that, you know, my head was filled with, all the problems I'm dealing with now, but up here looking down on everything, it kind of looks cool and it doesn't feel as bad. Like I can handle this, you know? I'm capable of this. You guys need to think that way. Whatever you're in right now, whatever depression you're in right now, I battled chronic depression my entire life. If I can do it, you can do it. What is huge now, it will change. I assure you, my God. If I could show you what your future holds, and people have been telling me, the viewers, that they want to see me do these psychic prediction videos, so they're coming. If you're in that dark spot right now, you're feeling hopeless, you're feeling lost, remember, life is about ebbs and flows. It comes, it goes. Good things, bad things. Good things, bad things. Sometimes it's good thing, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing, horrible thing, fucked up thing, good thing. You're going to be able to handle it better as time passes. You're going to be able to draw strength from these things. And it's going to make you so strong and so capable. And there's going to be no limit to the stuff that you can do. It's just kind of sucky now, but ride it out. I assure you, good things are on their way if you just ride this out. Thank you guys so much for watching this. You know, I really hope I made some sort of sense with this whole video that's going viral now with this young girl. Thoughts and prayers to, you know, those who loved her. You know, it's done. What's done is done. I can't stop things that people watch on the internet, but hopefully I can say something, and one person watching this, it will inspire to prevent one less girl from hanging herself or committing suicide because she listened to this video and to me. So Thank you so very much, guys. I'll get back to filming regularly tomorrow. Sending love, and think about what I said. I hope it resonates in some way. I love you guys. Thanks again. Bye.